So now I'm going to talk about Warren Buffett's letters to shareholders for Berkshire Hathaway Company, year 1977. So he starts off his letter by stating that his EPS was around $22.5, out of which $1.43 was contributed by Blue Chip Stamps Company, which is a separate entity. Uh, so he tells Berkshire Hathaway was into three different industries. The first one was textile industry, the second one was blue chip stamps, banking industry, and the third one was insurance industry. So he states that the textile industry did not perform well as he has anticipated last year. Their blue chip stamps company performed as they had expected, and the insurance industry exceeded their expectations and performed really well. He also states that he also states how he analyzes his company's valuation. He says that what companies do is they will tell their shareholders that their EPS is on a record high, but what they fail to tell is that their capital is also increasing year on year. So that is why their EPS also increases year on year. So this is a wrong way of analyzing a company's financials. The correct way of doing that is finding out the return on equity that these companies are offering. So in that, for example, Berkshire Hathaway's EPS last year was 37%, had increased by 37%. So this sounds very tempting that okay, the EPS increased by 37%, but they also tell that their capital also increased by 24%. So that makes the EPS increase in EPS a little less impressive than it looks in the first place. So now talking about the textile industry. Textile industry did not perform well. So the shareholders obviously were asking questions about why should they remain in the textile business if it is not performing well. So he states that the two textile mills that they have are the largest employers in the respective states that they are in. Plus, the workers over there are of average of high age and non-transferable skills, so it will be difficult to replace those workers. Apart from that, they have made a good product and cost mix, because of which he feels that in the future it can be converted into a viable business. He also states that the management over there is very energetic and straightforward when it comes to problem solving, and he feels that they are going to help improve the profitability of the business. He also states that with some hard work and imagination, he can turn around and make it into a modest profit making business. The second one is the insurance underwriting. So he acquired two companies, National Indemnity Company and National Fire and Marine Insurance Company. So these two companies, when he acquired, it was their premium volume was $8.6 million. Then it increased to $22 million in the same year, and today they have a premium volume of 151 million. So all this almost 600% increase in their premium volume happened because National Indemnity companies uh, had realized its profits and had used it to acquire other companies. He has also used cash purchase for cash of other companies, and also through marketing of different products like reinsurance. But this was not a one-way road. They had also made some mistakes. There were some failed ventures like the surety operation that they had in 1969, or the automobile home and urban business that they had in Miami, Florida. There were some aviation issues and workers' compensation. So apart from these mistakes, the insurance underwriting industry performed really well. He also states that the insurance business is a little. It is comforting to stay in that business because even though you make mistakes, you still have that buffer to improve upon it and stay in a profitable business. Unlike textile industry, where even though he had good management and cooperative workers, they were not able to convert it into a very good profit making business. He also states that insurance businesses are a very difficult business because it is easy to enter market. They have standardized policies, They have no trademarks or patents, so anyone can copy uh, anyone can copy others' insurance policies, and the only product that they are selling is the promises to the customers. So if their insurance underwriting business is doing good, that means they have the trust of the people on them, which uh, is a good thing when it comes to uh, insurance business. Also, there was insurance investment industry also grew from $151 million to $252 million. He says that that was done. This investment was done basically by acquiring different companies, and then he tells what the basis on which he acquires different companies. The first one is that the business, it should be a business that he understands. It should be a long. It should have long-term profitability. Then it should be operated by good, honest people, and the price and should be available at good, decent prices. He also says that there are two things: either you can acquire a company, or what you can do is through securities market, that is through stock market, you can buy their stocks. So if he feels that a business is performing well, what he will do is he will acquire a large portion in that company, not with the idea of acquiring them or taking over the company, but he sees that without, because if he acquires a company, he will have to make sure he will have to invest a lot of time and energy in making it into a better business, by manpower, by the time invested. But if he has stake in a company through stock market, he does not have control over the company, but the manage since the company is already performing well, so all he has to do is reap its benefits. So this is good for long term investment strategy that he mentions. Apart from that, he also states that his banking business had also performed well. They had given the maximum rates and still maintained low risk and uh, exceptional liquidity in the banking sector, and their rate of earning on assets had also been better than the last year.